Hey YouTube, this is James from Team Collection coming at you guys with my favorite deck of all time, Lightsworn. And you know what? Instead of telling you what it actually is, I'll just tell you as I go along because it does have a bit of a twist and it makes it so good. Yeah, so let's get on with the deck profile. This deck is, I believe, 41 cards. And it just does amazing for Lightsworn decks. I wish I could take it to regionals because I know for a fact I would top. It's just been kicking locals' ass like every single week. It's just amazing. So obviously you have your triple JD. He is your beater, so it makes enough sense to run 3 of him. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. He's your 3K beat stick, 2600 defense. Special summon him when you have 4 Lightsworns with different names in your grave. You can pay 1,000 more than once per turn. Some people don't know that, and I just laugh. But you could pay 1,000 as many times as you want during your turn. Blow up every single card on the field except him. So if you have 3 of these in hand, you special summon 1, nuke field. Special summon other 2, swing for 9K, good game, thank you, have a nice day. It's really sacky, but JD's JD. I mean, come on now. Next you have 2 Lumina. 2 Lumina is amazing. Sorry for the glare, you guys, I have my light on. But yeah, 2 Lumina is amazing. Normal her, discard the other one as a cost, which I do all the fucking time. Then use her effect and discard something else, like a Lila or something, pop back row, exceed into like Leviathan, swing for 25 or something. She's 1,000, mills 3 and phase, and she's just really good because she gets back your monsters. So 2 Lumina. Next you run 2 Lila. She baits out trap cards because when you summon her, her effect when you summon her, she's 1,700, 200 defense. You can once per turn you can swap her to defense mode, and then destroy a spell or trap. But if you do that, then you have to wait till the end of your next turn to swap her back to attack. So you kind of just summon her, then you're like, okay, good, and then you might attack, or you'll just use her effect. The cool thing with her, though, is because she is able to pop back row, she often baits out warnings or bottomlesses or compulsive stuff that you intentionally want to be used on her because it protects your JD if you have it live in hand. Next, you go on to your double Wolf. Wolf is your 2,100 beater, 300 defense. When he's milled from your deck to your grave, you could special summon him. So he's just really good. He sets up plays for Celestia, and is just really good. I don't really know what else to say. He's just your beater. He's your main target because he does get dead in hand. He's your main target for your recharges or your Lumina costs. So that's why you run 2 of him and not 3, because you don't mill as much as you used to a long time ago. So 2 is just the magic number, and I think it always will be. Double Raikou. 2 Raikou. I've thought about bumping this up to 3. It is a good card, but the thing is that people side in Skill Drain, and Skill Drain obviously messes up Lightsworns. So I typically side these out for just other stuff, but they're definitely good at 2. And when you start pro setting your Necro Gardenas, they sometimes hesitate because they think it's a Raikou and they don't want to lose their crap. And then when they attack the Necro Gardener, it's just like, oh wow, you're cool. So 2's always working good, and yeah, also sets up for crazy Celestia plays, because if they do hesitate thinking that it is a Raikou, which it is this time, and then next turn you flip summon Raikou, effect, pop, mill 3, and then tribute Raikou, just normal summon Celestia, it's like, oh fuck, massive skill. Next you run 1 Arcus. He's your draw power in a sense, not really, but you can draw off of him. He's 1850, so he gets over some stuff. He cries when you summon a T-King, though, but he's just generally good. One Arcus. A lot of people don't play Arcus. I play Arcus because he stops targeting. They cannot effect failure you. They cannot Kaiash you. Anything with a Monarch that targets the Lightsworn, they can't do. So it's just really, really good. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. You generally set him though, or try to get him out in defense mode, because he's a 1200 attack, 1800 defense, and 1800 defense isn't too bad right now. One Celestia, just because one's enough, and sometimes she becomes dead, and you don't want too many dead cards in hand because you only have a few ways to get them out. One Jane and one Aaron. He gets over T-Kings. He makes the T-Kings cry for beating up Garroth. And Aaron says, go screw yourself to Spirit Reapers, Marshmallows, Raikou will blow her up, but just anything face down in defense mode, she says, get your ass out of here. And Jane says, screw you, T-King, I don't want none of y'all crap. And so that's why you run those. To finish up the lights, you run the 2 effect failures. Obviously, effect failure is amazing. And then you also run Honest, broken ass card in this deck because it is lights, and one of the MVPs of the deck, aside from the JDs, is BLS. I don't even have to explain that. BLS is just fucking broke. Onto the dark. Triple Necrogardna. Now, a lot of people would argue that Triple Necrogardna is way too slow. Well, that is exactly why I have it in there. The thing is a lot of people may or may not realize this, but when a player realizes that you are playing Lightsworns, and they're like, okay, and they generally always make that assumption whenever you fucking set a monster, if you're not in a corner, to where it doesn't look like you're bluffing, and you set a monster, they're always going to think it's a Raikou. So when you pro-set that Necrogardna, and they attack it, it goes to the grave, sure, it's like, okay, attack. Okay, you're going to attack again with some big-ass monster. Banish to negate. And the thing is, what they don't realize is that the card has that potential. In fact, I probably am going to do a card review on this eventually, but Triple Necrogardna is so good. More negation, and it gives you more time to set up your beastie-ass JD or BLS plays, and it's just, some people say it's slow. I say it's amazing at 3 because it gives you time to set up. I'd argue that to my death, but I think Necrogardna is amazing at 3. Then we have Gores, and I just flipped a Plague Spreader. Gores and Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader, obviously, because he's a tuner, and he is live in the grave, so when you mill, he's awesome. Gores, because you'll see later I only run 2 traps, and he's generally live all the time, and Gores is just Gores. Now, this has typically been just an ordinary Lightsworn deck, but here's the twist. I hope you guys like it, because this is what makes or breaks my Lightsworn deck, and makes it so good. You remember him and his amigo, Dandelion. Yes, this is Lightsworn plants. It's so broken with these. It's like mill Dandelion with Foolish Burial, or you actually mill him, summon Spore, sink 2 in a formula, draw 1 for nothing, and then you have a level 4 Spore live in the graveyard for a Stardust Dragon, which then makes a Shooting Star Dragon, and yes, I have done that several times, first turn. On the spells, this is kind of where it gets similar. I know you just got excited for a second, but it'll get better. Triple Recharge, Draw Engine, enough said. Charge Light Brigade, that's my Rhoda, so yeah, it's got 1, so run it. 2 MST, because we have Lilas, and I have a Heavy Storm in there somewhere, and you just don't need 3. I mean, I have 1 in my side deck, but I don't really side into it. I'm probably going to take it out. 2 MST does the job, though. Staples, we got Book, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole. Dark Hole, enough said. Heavy Storm, enough said. Monster Reborn, enough said. Book of Moon, enough said. I mean, they're staples. Why should I have to explain them, right? And then not so much staples, but help me set off my plant plays. Foolish Burial and 1-for-1. 1-for-1 for the Spore, obviously, and Foolish Burial, because if I get these 2 cards in hand with a level 4 monster, that's first turn shooting star or whatever turn shooting star. So it's just really, really good. Next, you run the 2 Beckoning Lights, because they recycle your crap and get your JDs and BLSs live again. So it just does work. On to extra deck, just because I don't want to make this video too long. We got the 1 formula, because of obvious reasons. 1 Catastor, because Catastor is amazing. TJ Hyper Librarian, because, I don't know, just, yeah. Gaia Knight, because Gaia Knight's a beater. Black Rose, because of its second effect and first effect are both fucking awesome. Scrap Dragon to pop shit. Stardust Dragon, because I love Stardust. And Shooting Star Dragon, yes, that's a Shooting Star. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but yeah, Shooting Star Dragon, signed by 3Z Inferno, because I like him very much, even though he's quitting. Leviathan Dragon, Zenmain's Tempo for Zenmain's Papilloparative, Maestro, Utopia, and Chimera Tech for when I slide in my Cyber Dragons against Windups or your gift. So that's the deck profile, YouTube. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace, my niggas.